Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to Deb Chanel's 40s World, where we do the bold and the beautiful soap opera reviews and recaps. We're going to be going over the one that aired on today, February 22nd, which is Wednesday. Y'all, it was all Sally and Jared today, and crazy ass dollar bill. Okay. Woo, one thing I can say was I don't know a lot about fashion, but I do have like a good eye to feel I see what I like, and I know it's gonna look fantabulous on me or other people. But when I saw Sally Spectra's gown she was putting out, I was like, Lord have mercy. They were innovative, and they were definitely you would have to. How can I say it? To me, they were horrible. But then, if I had to look into the sense of how the fashion designers get down, they could be nice gowns, just scaled down a little bit more to be more aesthetically pleasing to the eye instead of like a peacock. Like one of the dresses just reminded me of a peacock. I kid you not. But the styles were different. They were retro, and they were basically geared to a person that's definitely an outgoing type of person that wants to be seen. And people talk about, the dress as a conversation piece, and it's definitely have to be something that it's a one of a kind type of situation. So you can be like, all eyes on me. There's no other person that has this dress and this, that, and the third. So that's all I'm pretty much going to say. We're going to get on into this episode. We have Sally and Grams are so excited about today's fashion show. Grams is not so sure that they are really ready for the event, but Sally says we're going to have to be ready because we got people breathing down our necks. We got the long shark, and of course, cousin CJ is wanting the building and money, so they have to be ready. So then we have Jared. Jared is acting like he is miserable. He don't want to go to see the fashion show that Sally Spectre is putting on. He don't want to risk his reputation, but Dollar Bill is, making him go to see the Spectre fashion show. And he said, I'm not really making you go. It's just you have to decide whether you want to continue getting a paycheck. I'm like, no, dollar bill. You're forcing him to do something that he's totally against. I mean, when we're dealing strictly with grown, seasoned folks that's been in the industry for a very long time and doing this, that, and the third, we don't mind hurting their feelings because they should know better and they should have tougher skin. But with little Sally Spectre trying to take on the big wheels with a lot of ambition, a lot of aggressiveness that she do have, she may not be built with thick skin to understand that her designs may suck, and you may get into the arena where you're going to get some harsh crying type of criticism, or that'll make you cry in some sense. And Jared he really just don't want to go through it. But of course, Dollar Bill directs everything from top to bottom, and he pretty much says you have to go. Then we have Darlita wants to blow up balloons for the fashion show, but Sally tells her, "Don't worry about them. We're not going to need them. Everything's going to be in this office. It's going to be quaint and cute. We don't have time to go and clean up everything in the fashion show house or on the stage and stuff like that. We don't have the butter. We just don't have it. So we're going to do it here fiercely." And it's all about the designs. He'll be able to touch the model dresses if he wants to see what type of material, we working with and all this thing. So they wanted to keep it cute and quaint. Okay, then we go to bottom paid for. She comes in the office and sees Father Leader Thomas dressing in her office. Okay, but Father Leader Thomas doesn't care one way or the other. And he goes and start fussing with his sister about, her stealing his job. He was next in line for the CEO position, this, that, and the third. Then he goes on and says, if you don't like my designs from yesterday, you can table them or shelf them if you want. Then, bottom pay for gonna try to take the initiative. So, okay, hey, we'll shelve them then because they ain't worth, they're not up to the standards we hold dearly. So, he had some looks for her and she had some looks for him, and just is what it is. and she claims she don't want to be in this situation with him. She wants everything to be hunky dory, but everybody can see where Thomas coming from. Yes, he shouldn't have stayed that much in New York trying to get this life for him and Caroline and the son and stuff. But he did what he did, so he's now trying to fight for some validity, but it's all in vain. Hate to say it, but it is what it is. So then, Bottom Paid For goes and asks something out the ordinary about Sally Spectra's fashion show, and is he going and this, that, and the third. She said, well, it ain't gonna be about that because she ain't about that. Her family ain't about that. That's how Bottom Paid For rolls. She don't care about nobody but herself. Then we go to Spectral Fashions, where Sally is getting the models ready for the show. She only have limited supplies for them, but they seem to be making it do what it do. Then we go to Bill. Bill still tearing into Jared about sabotaging Little Sally Spectra's fashion show. When Katie comes in as Jared is walking out. And I'm like, why is she over there trying to see Bill? What could she possibly be wanting to talk to Bill about? We go to commercial, we come back. Katie is saying Jared is seeming a little out of sorts. We're going to the fashion show. Is he well? Is he okay? Because that's not how he usually go. He usually go head on in and very excited about, viewing another new artist coming into the field of fashion. And of course, Dollar Bill, he didn't really want to talk about it because he know what he asked Jared to do, and Katie would be all up in his ass for telling him to do some stuff like that. That wouldn't be a caring nature. And she would think that Bill has definitely gotten better with his attitude and how he do business, but he ain't. He about that dollar bill, and he want his little building that's bigger than the one he's in up and built so he can move into that and take over something else. It just is what it is. People that got money, they want more. They never satisfied. So anyway, we leave that situation. We go to Bottle Leader Thomas. He's mad that Bottom Paid For feels Satisfaction is going to fail. Bottle Leader Thomas says she's talented and aggressive and a designer, and that makes her a triple threat, pretty much. Then the Spectra Fashion Camp is waiting for Maxwell to show up, and he finally does. And of course, Darlita don't know that she's sitting there waiting on him. She's checking her internet, not internet, but her texts to see if he canceled or is he still coming. She says, "Oh yeah, he's still coming." And I'm like, "Excuse me, Darlita, he's right there in front of you, baby." But of course, Sally has to come out and save the day. She recognizes him on the spot and makes Darlita look like a fool, and then she gonna offer him some pigs and a blanket. I'm like, girl, he don't want that. He eats caviar, snails, honey, snails. But anyway, it is what it is. They go on and pretty much he turns down the pig and a blanket offer that Darlita tries to give him the snack on, and he rushes him into Sally Spectra's office where everybody's camped out, waiting to get the fashion show started. So then Sally asks Saul to go get the models so they can start the fashion show. And, she asked Darlita to cue the music on a little boom box. And then the first model comes into the office wearing a red slim number with a big houndstooth bow. That's like made for the wintertime. Little houndstooth jacket, the black and white one that everybody sports when wintertime comes in. It looked horrible. I mean, if you took off the houndstooth bow, or you could have made it a little bit smaller. Didn't need that houndstooth decoration on the tail of the dress. And if it didn't look so fishtaily, it would have been an okay red dress. It should just made it simple and plain and just did something very provocative with, I don't know, the neckline or something, or the back line. I don't know, but I didn't like it. I didn't like it, y'all. We go to commercial, we come back, we have the second gown being shown. I kind of liked it. That it was a black shimmery, white and blue ensemble pieced together. Again, it was kind of fishnet net looking, very tight at the bottom. I don't know what she's going with all this tightness. I mean, just have one design, then make the other ones a little bit different. But uh, I kind of like that one. I did say I liked it, that one. I saw some interest in that one, the creativity that was in there. Then she brought out this black and teal colored number. Um, Again, it was a dress. It seemed like it was It was another fishtail dress. The whole bottom part was black, and then had a teal little swing jacket, like ooh, like Mary and Poppin days, but it had something to it. I can't say I saw where she was trying to go with it, but it still needed a little help. All her designs were wearable, but like I said, it's a couture fashion where it's tailored and made for you. It wouldn't be like a lot of people would be out there, trying to buy it, but it'd be on a high end scale. But I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a designer, so I can't really get into it. But they were very interesting concepts. Let's just put it that way. Then we have Father Leader. Well, Jared sees everything, and he pretty much looked like he wanted to gasp at some of it. But then he was like, "Well, okay, I haven't seen that out lately. It's always been the same humdrum, same A cut line, whatever." And he was kind of somewhat interested. It wasn't like a vomit moment, but it wasn't like you don't hit a home run in the park. It was like, okay, I see where you're going with this. We need to revamp a little bit, maybe change up some colors here and there. Okay, I'll get back with you, type of situation. And he really didn't want to hurt her feelings, because she's a newbie coming out the gate, trying to run with the big dogs. It was a nice try, but it's almost like go back to the laboratory, and I'm sure you can come up with something much better than this type of attitude. And he pretty much got the hell out of there. Then Paula Lita Thomas is hoping that Sally Fashion Show was going well. And of course, Bottom paid for, she didn't give a shit. She wanted them to fail, just like Dollar Bill. Then we go to Katie. Katie's getting Bill to get Jared, or just give him an inviting invitation to where he needs to go and visit Forster Corrections and do an interview with Steffi to see how she feels about the new coming back on the block, someone that was old and established, but she don't breathe new life into her niece to come back and try to reclaim Spectre Fashion stake in the fashion industry. But Bill like, I don't want to do all that because I'm trying. I want them to fail. Hell, but he didn't really go tell Katie what he really was up to. He didn't want to get no speech from her about being, very deceptive and waiting in the line for something disastrous to happen so he can get what he wants. Oh, same Bill mentality he's had and will always have to the day he died. Anyway, we leave that situation. The well, before Jared left, she came out with a showstopper to show him. It was a gown that was yellow and blue. God, it looked like a peacock, y'all, with a big ass fan. It was horrible. Oh, it was horrible. Then I was thinking about, but maybe she shortened the fan a little bit where it didn't go all over to the chest area up to her neckline. And it was just too much for one breath of me to take. But like I said, I kind of like the color scheme, but it needs to go back to the drawing board and kind of scale down a little bit. And then Jared got the hell out of there. But anyway, Jared gets back over to the Spencer Publications office, and of course, Bill wants to know what he saw. How was it? Whether he liked it or not, he's still gonna write a bad review. And he said, let me get a drink first. Let me get a drink. And I'm telling y'all, I thought he had got two drinks for himself. But he was all shaky and flustered. And I was like, what the hell's going on with Jerry? He either liked it or he didn't. What's going on with him? But he really felt that Sally had some great designs that needed to be probably tweaked out a little bit. But they weren't bad as what he was expecting for it to be. And of course, Dollar Bill jumped down his throat saying he don't care what he felt, whether he was trying to, give her the benefit of the doubt. He didn't give a shit. He wanted him to write a bad report or bad or review so he could just crush her in her dreams. And Jerry was like, I don't want to do that. She seemed so nice, so nice. And she was trying. She was very aggressive in a nice way. And she was very hyped about her designs. And I don't want to do it. That's what Jerry said. I don't want to do it. Find somebody else. But like I said, Jared liked a little bit of the designs. It's what he was telling Bill. Bill tells him to write a bad review, but he don't want to, y'all. He really don't. Then Sally Spectra's team is very excited, and they're celebrating when, Sally gets a call from Father Lady Thomas. Sally is telling Father Lady Thomas the fashion show was a hit. She's bragging on Maxwell that, he's going to do his thing and give them a great review. And, Father Leader Thomas, he really was hoping that that would be true. He really wants to, I guess, go against her and see what she has to offer. Because he's, it's another designer looking at another designer's work, and it's kind of appealing. Then he likes her. So it is what it is. Then we go back to Jared. Jared is telling Bill, I know you want that property. And Bill tells Jared, like, hell yeah, I want that property. And he said he wants his review, meaning Jared's review, crushing, devastating review that he's going to give, so it can make Satisfaction want to turn tail and run or whatnot, and so he can have his building that he wants. And he tells Jerry he wants that review on his desk tomorrow morning. And of course, Jerry looking at him like, what the fuck? What the hell? Should I run? Should I hide? Or what should I do? So basically, we don't know what's going to happen. We're hoping that Jared do the right thing and just stand up to Dollar Bill, because he likes that when people have some type of initiative where they defy him and he knows where it's coming from. Because Jared he's too important in the fashion world. He needs Jared. So hopefully Jared will do the right thing and write a promising report or review for Sally Spectre so she can remain what she's doing and try to revive Spectre Fashions from her vision point of view. But y'all, that's all I had for the Bold and the Beautiful for February the 22nd, Wednesday. And we'll see what happens tomorrow, God willing. Take care, y'all. Bye.